Throughout my career, I fed off the fuel of people not being able to understand me. Behind every successful person lies a pack of haters. It feels good to have your work respected again. Fame hit me like a ton of bricks. The truth is you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Life is a crazy ride, and nothing is guaranteed. You'd have to walk 1,000 miles in my shoes just to see what it's like to be me. But music is reflection of self, we just explain it, and then we get our checks in the mail. Before I was famous, when I was just working in Gilbert's Lodge, everything was moving in slow motion. You don't get another chance, life is no Nintendo game. You can make something of your life. It just depends on your drive. A normal life is boring. Success is my only option, failure's not. Sometimes I feel like rap music is almost the key to stopping racism. Personally, I just think rap music is the best thing out there, period. If you look at my deck in my car radio, you're always going to find a hip-hop tape. That's all I buy, that's all I live, that's all I listen to, that's all I love. If people take anything from my music, it should be motivation to know that anything is possible as long as you keep working at it and don't back down. The emotions in a song, the anger, aggression, have got to be legitimate. I think my first album opened a lot of doors for me to push the freedom of speech to the limit. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. Dealing with backstabbers, there was one thing I learned. They're only powerful when you got your back turned. If there's not drama and negativity in my life, all my songs will be really whack and boring or something. I started learning how to not be so angry about things, learning how to count my f-ing blessings instead. By doing that, I've become a happier person, instead of all this self-loathing I was doing for a while. My thing is this, if I'm sick enough to think it, then I'm sick enough to say it. I am who I am and I say what I think. I'm not putting a face on for the record. I was poor white trash, no glitter, no glamour, but I'm not ashamed of anything. Look, if you had one shot, or one opportunity, to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Everybody has goals, aspirations or whatever, and everybody has been at a point in their life where nobody believed in them. Be proud of who you are. We'll walk this road together, through the storm. Whatever weather, cold or warm. If you have enemies, good, that means you stood up for something. I'm just a little bit sicker than the average individual, I think. That's why we seize the moment, try to freeze it and own it, squeeze it and hold it. Why be a king, when you can be a god? Love is just a word, but you bring it definition. Trust is hard to come by. That's why my circle is small and tight. I'm kind of funny about making new friends. I say what I want to say and do what I want to do. There's no in between. People will either love you for it or hate you for it. Ultimately, who you choose to be in a relationship with and what you do in your bedroom is your business. Why is it so hard for people to believe that white people are poor? I wouldn't say I lived in a ghetto, I'd say I lived in the hood. The same friends I had back then are the same people on tour with me now. Somewhere deep down there's a decent man in me, he just can't be found. Don't do drugs, don't have unprotected sex, don't be violent. Leave that to me. It was my decision to get clean, I did it for me. Admittedly, I probably did it subliminally for you. People can try to reinvent themselves. I don't think you can really change who you are, though, because who you are is pretty much where you came from and what you've done up to now. In my mind I'm a fighter, my heart's a lighter, my soul is the fluid. My flow sparks it right up. Hip-hop is ever changing, but you'll always have the pack. And you'll always have those people who are separated from the pack. We sing for these kids who don't have a thing. I don't think I've ever read poetry, ever. I'm not really book smart. Honestly, I'd love to be remembered as one of the best to ever pick up a mic, but if I'm doing my part to lessen some racial tension, I feel good about what I'm doing. I need to keep working on myself for a while. I was a smart kid, but I hated school. I didn't have nothing going for me. School, home. Until I found something I loved, which was music, and that changed everything. There was a while when I was feeling like, damn, if I'd just been born black, I would not have to go through all this. When I say or do something, I do it. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing this for me. Don't you want to grow up to be just like me? Nobody likes to fail. I want to succeed in everything I do, which isn't much. But the things that I'm really passionate about, if I fail at those, if I'm not successful, what do I have? I try to treat all the money I'm making like it's the last time I'm going to make it. And I am, whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? You gotta find that inner strength and just pull that S out of you. And get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter, no matter how bad you want to just fall on your face and collapse. Knowledge is power, but powerless if you've got it and you do not acknowledge it. I can't tell you what it really is, I can only tell you what it feels like. And then along comes Rakim, and he outdoes that. And then along comes G-Rap and he starts outdoing everyone else. Redman was, to me, one of the most consistent artists, still rapping to this day is one of the most consistently dope rappers. I know a lot of my friends collected vinyl back in the day, but me, I'm a tape person. Lil, Wayne, J, Cole, Kendrick, Lamar, Joyner Lucas. They rap to be the best rapper, and I feel like when you push yourself like that, that's what I feel like inspires greatness. I rap to be the best rapper, but I'm not the only rapper who raps to be the best rapper.